first thing that we can do is that we can say, okay, what were the first districts in each classification that kind of caught our eye? That kind of caught our eye as, oh, wow, that's a really tough district.
Oh, so we're going to talk Districts of Doom.
Districts of Doom. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start district in 6A. We already mentioned it. 25-6A.
Yeah.
25-6A. Austin, Lake Travis moves, or is now in Region 4. And you look at this district from top to bottom, okay? Lake Travis played for a title. Vandegrift, semifinalist? Regional finalist at least?
Pretty good.
3 rounds deep, or 4 rounds deep. Westlake, regional or state finalist. Cedar Park Vista Ridge, semifinalist, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, they beat Vandegrift.
Right.
They brought up. And then you've got other squads. Leander has, at times in the past, been very dangerous. Buda Hayes, at times in the past, recently, have been very dangerous. You know, Kyle Lehman's fallen on tough times, but if they ever figure it out, then all of a sudden you are talking about a district that goes 8 deep. 25-6A, to me, the first district that jumped out at me and go, whoa.
Yeah, and you and I kind of went back and forth on this earlier today because it's a weird one. On paper, it obviously looks a lot more difficult, because of Vandegrift and Vista Ridge moving up. I'm kind of skeptical. In some ways, I don't know that it changes much for Lake Travis and Westlake as far as difficulty. Are those teams better than Bowie? I don't know. So are
Vandegrift and Vista Ridge better than Bowie?
Yeah.
I'll say yes.
Okay, I don't know if it's that obvious.
Now will they be in 2016? Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
You know, they're losing a lot.
But
Vista Ridge is losing Matt Snow. Vandegrift's losing Travis Brannon.
And Paxton Sagina. So
yeah.
it's I don't know if right out of the gate I'm sitting there going, this is going to be tougher. Now, maybe in 2 years. I don't know.
Maybe.
But Lake Travis and Westlake are both returning a lot of teams.
Yeah.
So I wonder,
so maybe
or a lot of players.
2016 immediately. 2016. But for the next 2 years, I don't know. That really caught my eye.
Right.
Also,
I'm right there with you.
Also in 6A, we're going to swing over to Region 1, District 6. We knew Denton Geyer, we knew that Denton Geyer was going to be dangerous. We knew that the way that things were moving around was going to be interesting. And we knew that Wiley, where they were going to land was going to be interesting. Now we see where they land. Yeah. They land in District 6 with Allen. The McKinney schools, and the Plano schools. And it was a down year this past year for Plano ISD. They ain't staying down.
No.
Okay? It was kind of a down year for McKinney ISD.
Right.
They ain't staying down.
Right.
And when the headliner here is, oh my gosh, Denton Geyer and Allen are in the same district. Okay, yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
What about Wiley?
Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about consistently dangerous.
Yeah.
The Pirates have been consistently dangerous. So you look at District 6, there's going to be 1 or 2 dogs there that I don't know which ones they're going to be, but holy cow, top to bottom, that district is very, very dangerous. Down in 5A, going to look at Region 3. I mentioned it before. I'm really interested in District 23 5A.
Yeah.
Okay? Not just because Manville is dropping down from 6A down to 5A. And Manville is obviously going to be a force to be reckoned with. Even though they lose a lot, but they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. You lump them in with Fort Bend schools. Fort Bend Elkins, always dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
You lump them in with Texas City, which at times has been very good.
Yeah.
I think that district really, really catches my eye. If you want to get into it, I didn't give you this graphic, but 22 is also very interesting as well. And then I also look at District 15. District 15 5A. So Highland Park, it's very, very famous around Dallas-Fort Worth that the 6A cutoff is going to be Highland Park, Highland Park +1. You know what I mean? Like Highland Park's always going to be right underneath it. Well, last time around, Highland Park made the leap up to 6A. They did not enjoy their time in Class 6A. Now they move back down to 5A. But I don't know if they wouldn't prefer to be back up in 6A.
This is a pretty salty district.
They get lumped in with the Mesquite schools, West Mesquite, Mesquite Poteet. You get Lovejoy in there. You get Forney in there. You get Wiley East in there.
Yeah.
I mean, this district is loaded.
Yeah.
15 5A is loaded, and you want to talk about maybe meeting a team like Marshall in the first round of the playoffs? Hoo boy. This is going to be very, very interesting. District 15 5A immediately caught my eye. Down in 4A, let's go to Central Texas. District 13 4A Division 1. Okay? You've got the defending state champs in Waco La Vega.
Yep.
You've got Liberty Hill. You've got China Spring. You've got Burnett, Gatesville, Lampasas. This is a dangerous Central Texas district.
And this is a group, no matter what district they end up in, it seems like every 2 years there's at least 2 or 3 of these teams always together. And, it just the only thing that changes is which team is on the up. Mm-hmm. And, this is not one that I would want to be a part of.
No, it's a very dangerous district there in Region 4. And I'll tell you that Region 4 itself, pretty difficult. You look around, Lavernia is going to be in Region 4. You've got Somerset, a few other squads. Very interesting to see how Region 4 shakes out, but it's probably almost certainly going through District 13. Down in 3A. The 3A district that immediately caught my eye was 10-3A Division 2. Okay, 10-3A Division 2 in Region 3. You've got a lot of teams that at times in the past decade have peaked.
Yep.
You've got a lot of them. Corgan Camden, okay? Crockett at times has been dangerous. Frankston at times has been dangerous. Hemphill at times has been dangerous.
Yep.
Newton's probably the headliner there, right? They had a bit of a down year this past year.
But finished strong.
But you've got a ton of very dangerous squads there.
Right.
And by the way, if you finish 4th in that district, you know who you're probably drawing in by district? Wascom.
Ooh.
So there's a lot on the line here. It's a very high variance district. District 10 3A Division 2. There's a lot of variance that can go into it. And if you finish 4th in that district, you better be ready.
Yep.
Because there are a lot of things that can go wrong for you. Every game's going to be critical in District 10 3A Division 2. Very excited to see how that one plays out. And down in 2A, the one that caught my eye, District 7. There's honestly 2A to me was the toughest to find this real District of Doom. You know what I mean? Like the past realignment, we looked at the Canadian Stratford Wellington district.
Right.
That was a very dangerous
question.
district. But with Canadian moving up to 3A Division 2, it's kind of hard to find one that's really a world beater. Even District 15 2A Division 1. 15 2A Division 1 was the district that last time around had Shiner and Refugio and Mason. Well, now, or rather not Mason, but they've broken that up. Refugio and Shiner are still district bunkmates, but I think that 15 2A Division 1 is tough, but I look at 7 2A Division 1, okay? Crawford, great year last year.
Yeah.
Goldthwaite, one of the most decorated programs in small school football, okay? Heiko's on the rise.
Right.
San Saba is a squad that the Armadillos have had times in the past few years where they've started slow but really hit their stride once the late in the season rolls around. I think that those are districts that immediately caught my eye. 7-2A D1 is very interesting. Down in the 6-man ranks, to be real honest, I have not been able to crunch the 6-man numbers yet. Immediately I look at 11-1A D1, which has Gordon and May in it. But it's a lot of obviously those small districts. If you have 2 really good teams in there, then that makes it a very tough district. But overall, I haven't had a chance to look really at the 6-man ranks. But overall, I don't know. I think that there's fewer quote-unquote districts of doom than in past 2 years.
Yeah.
I think that things have been a little bit more spread out. You've seen the power kind of shift a little bit more to different districts where you don't have 3 or 4 real state title contenders in each district. You've got 2. You've got 1 or maybe 2. I think the UIL has done, not obviously not on purpose, but they've done the work of spreading it out. And seeing that in different districts you have different types of contenders. I think that's something that's very interesting to me. Is that immediately my first thought was, it's harder and harder to find those districts of doom.
Right.
In the past couple of times when 25-5A came out last time around, we go, whoa, look at that one.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case this time around. I think there's fewer and fewer ones that are doing that.